can't see shit. So first of all, raise your hand if you don't have a Valentine. I will be each and every one of your Valentines.
Yes, I remember.
Okay, you didn't. Okay. I have 3 poems. 2 of them are new. One of them is one I've read before. I have a love, hate, and everything in between poems. This is a love poem. I mean, no. Hold on. Okay, this is a love poem. It's called Dreamgirl. I was distracted by the twinkle in your smile. I asked you how to spell your name as if each letter held a secret, like a key used to unlock your inhibitions. There was fear in your voice, as if no one had ever cared enough to show an interest in you. The only job I've ever had is a listener. So I do as I'm told, because the only thing worse than losing you is losing my right to hear you speak. I'm a listener. Never too proud to ask you how you're feeling, hoping that one day you'll admit to feeling me. But until then, I'll await every encounter patiently, and if you ask me to answer truthfully, I will passionately approach you with honesty, tilt my head sideways to reveal every angle. I have nothing to hide. So here it goes. I have a crush on you. See, it sounds harmless, but when we make eye contact, I am completely yours, willing to sacrifice my freedom so that we don't have to exist on borrowed time. I would deliver seconds to you by the handful and pray that you would invest them properly. Create interest so that each second translates into another minute. Minutes turn into hours and days, and maybe our time expires, and we can celebrate the years that we helped create a dream come true, and until then, I'll wait. I'll count my blessings with you as my guide. How about you count yours too, and in time we'll collide. Last night I fell asleep while you consumed my mind. I awoke with your smile on my face. Never been more eager to fall asleep in my life, because at least in my dreams I can feel you close to me. Not just our bodies, but our lives too, so similar yet we remain apart. Inside we walk the same path. I fear you'll never understand that you're the only one I want to be with. If you're willing to watch past the credits, I promise I will show you a better life. You'll see it with your own eyes eventually, but until then I'll continue to listen. Like you are the only song on earth, I will have you on repeat, memorize your chorus and your beat, love you tirelessly, but never play you out, because the best songs have the ability to absorb you. To entrance you, I will dance to you and sing your words, play it back to you, play it back to you, play it back to you. So if you ever fear that you aren't being heard, just remember, I'm listening. This is kind of a hate poem, so okay. This poem's called The Game. This is dedicated to Brenda. Brenda asked me to read this. I don't hate you either. Love, see, who knows? Who knows what to do with it? See, my love is that indescribable kind. It's the kind that I hide so deep inside, the kind a desperate fool can't find. It can't be seen unless it's magnified, but love is never what it seems, or never what I want it to be, at least. But who am I kidding? I've never felt true love in my life, see. Sure, we've all felt that artificial love. I'm talking that in-the-moment type love. The baby, I've never felt this way. Heat of the moment. Our bodies are trembling. I want to create music with you. The kind of love that's manufactured. Hallmark card, we're all sold out of that kind. Here, try this. It's the iTunes top song of the week. I swear these lyrics were written for us. The love I feel after 1 week. I could get used to this love. But I'm tired of settling. The truth is, there's a reason why relationships don't last, and usually it's that one of us is stuck in the past, or maybe it feels like we're moving too fast. Either way, it's all about playing the game. You know, the game that I've lost countless times, the game where if I call you and you don't answer, I should assume that you're mad at me. Why is your Facebook status about me? God only knows how many times I've debated texting you first. 2 points for patience, 4 points if I make you smile, but I think we're all in denial. See, this is the reason why relationships fail, but love is just a word, right? It's human nature to assign definitions to it, but I think that this is the simplest of them all. Love occurs when feelings and timing collide. It's like Lauryn Hill said, it could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Loving you is like a battle, and we both end up with scars. I've heard it before. You have to fight for something you love, but what's the point of fighting if the victim of such blows is the same for which my heart endlessly glows? Like I said, I've never felt true love, so I wouldn't know what it's like to fight for love in the first place, see, but if falling in love was as easy as falling in lust, I'd have an overflowing heart. Realistically, falling in love is as unrealistic as winning the lottery. I hate to have my glass half empty, but it's difficult to see past failed attempts at love and believe that true love exists. Call me bitter, but to me, love is unattainable. It's only achievable when you do the unthinkable. Will that make you look crazy? Yeah, maybe. But maybe that's all it takes. I sure as hell have tried and failed, but I guess the crazier the better in this game called love. So for now, I'll strap myself in and take the plunge. If you ask me, I'm ready. And then this one is a little in between. I read this one at the last Poetry Slam. Got a lot of laughs. A lot of people thought it was enjoyable. It's called My Guitar. Yeah. The girl I fell for, you wouldn't see her. Excuse me. The girl I love, you wouldn't recognize her walking down the street. Looks-wise, she wouldn't blow you away. Don't get me wrong, she's stunning. But in the most beautiful way, she smiles only when I need it. To me, she is perfect. She is all mine, faithfully. Size doesn't really matter as long as she fits in my palms. Woo! She's orange and brown, and maybe now you can make the pieces fit. Sometimes our best days are the ones where I'm pulling her strings. She would never leave me. After all, she and I have gotten this far. I'm in love with my guitar. No one else can play her. If that makes me selfish, so be it. When I touch her in the right way, her pitch is perfect. She creates music with her movements. I strum her up and down. She's the rhythm to my heartbeat. And I admired her from afar until she allowed me access into her, so naturally I played. Eager to learn and no longer afraid, she proved me innocent. Never considered cheating, because if I did, I'd risk fighting, and I'd never lay a hand on her. A finger, maybe. I've got 5 of those on one hand, make it 10 for 2. I love to create music with you. Ached to learn the notes that made her smile with music so sweet to my ears. I never once questioned her abilities. Nah, see, in her I held so much admiration. With her golden strings flowing like golden locks of her hair shining in the sunlight, each strand held a key to a newfound treasure chest of sound articulated so clearly on her tongue, mouth wide open so anyone could hear her scream. It was like hearing an angel sing only in my dreams. She's my angel, and I carry her with me.